Oh, are we live everywhere? Let's see. Hey, okay, we are. Whoa. I have two T's? What? Ah, much better. Hmm. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we fixed the TikTok thing, my camera. Just drag it to the left or right, whichever way. I'm center right now, so it needs to have me center. Yeah! See, you guys are much happier. And then bring the chats back up so I can see them. I have my favorite moderator controlling the back end here, so don't be surprised. And I'm going to be off screen for those that can't see, grabbing bowls. Today we are cooking. Cooking is my favorite thing in this world. So I decided to test streams for our Thanksgiving festivities that will be starting. And we are going to be making cheesecake first. So that needs to get in the oven to bake while we get everything else ready. So, and I need Oreos, please. I think they're over here, right? You would think I knew my own house, but guess what? When your husband moves everything around the day of everything, you lose it all. So, yes. Okay, I need to get a bag. Probably should have prepped all this stuff beforehand, but anyone knows me, I do not do that. So, and yeah, so we're going to make do I want a graham cracker bottom or Oreo bottom? That's the question. Oh, very top it says stream elements. Nope, not over there. Very top left corner. Stream elements by itself. Click there. Click on docs, multi, chat. Yeah, should pop up somewhere. Here, there it goes. And now you'll be able to see everything. And then you'll have to do this, and TK's on the bottom right. So you just need to move that over to the left a little bit. You see the bottom right where it says waiting for interactions. Nope, you're hiding TikTok. Nope, 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 nope. Put it right in front of me. I don't need to see my face. Please. Right there. There you go. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Hernandez. Hello, Star. Welcome in. We are making cheese. We're starting the cheesecake right now. You just joined at the perfect time. I'm off screen trying to find graham crackers. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you are having a good day. I am doing wonderful, wonderful. I'm excited for cheesecake. It's gonna be dessert after dinner. So this is gonna be exciting. How are you guys doing? I can't open it. Oh, cheesecake is absolutely phenomenal. This is going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. Hope y'all aren't getting bombarded by all the crinkles from me making this stuff. But how are you guys doing? My day has been wonderful. I need some brown sugar. Oh. And I did not prepare for this. So I thought it'd be more fun me running around trying to find everything. So I feel like a chaotic movements are the best. Oh, you don't have to feel bad. Just thanks for being in. Thank you, thank you that you love my voice. I say I'm glad the audio is good because first time using this mic also, so that is great to know that I set it up somewhat correctly. But yes, so we are making my cheesecake is going to be made with maple syrup, and then I'm gonna put some brown sugar into. Thank you, Sar, for joining. And put some brown sugar into the crust to give it a little bit of yummy flavor. That's yay. And then let's get some probably melted butter, I would assume. So, 7 tablespoons. I have some. How much is here? I have about 3 tablespoons. My vacuum was trying to start. Sorry, guys. Don't want you. Don't want you to have to hear that. That is very loud. The Dora Tricks kid. I don't know who that is. You'll have to. My cameraman can look it up and tell you and say if that kid's rich, that's what I want to look like. Because having money is the best thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and get some of this melted. Honestly, I think that kid has money. I would not mind looking like that. Ah. We are making a cheesecake today, so close to a regular cake, but cheesecake. The best cake, in my opinion, personally. And melt this down. And after stream, I'll post the recipes over on YouTube, so don't feel bad. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh man, that's inappropriate. Sorry there. Yeah, we can't, don't be posting that in our chat. We are an inclusive community here. But yes, so get that in there. Put that there, probably need a minute. And throw my butter in there. Get this breaking. Whoa, things are moving. Oh, bacon and cake. Yum, yum, yum. My stream elements. Oh, it's not set up on YouTube. Okay. Well, oh well. My stream elements. Oh. Okay. You can sit down. You want to stand there. Crumbs, 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 crumbs. Need my other packet now. Do, 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 do. I'll have to get some music to play sometime. Throw that in the sink. Easy as we go. We are making cheesecake, Nick. And then I'm going to make ravioli afterwards. I need to get the cheesecake in the oven first. All from scratch? Oh, yes. Sorry, that is the cameraman replying to y'all in chat. So don't freak out that, my account's replying back to you. Like, how's that happening? There's multiple people in the room. Always multiple people in the room. For those that don't know. Should I just get my roller or my rolling pin? Maybe that'll make it easier, but I'm afraid you guys are gonna have your ears hurting. So I'll do it nicely over here so you don't have to hear it be bang, 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 bang. Well, I guess you would either way. Breaking, breaking, breaking the crumbs. Yum, yum. Somewhat better. Ah. Uh, oh no. Oh, why did you move the camera on that? You just select camera now, very bottom of the list. It's up, right there. There you go. You don't need to move it. You can just leave it where it is. That's why at the top of that screen it says best experience is over there. Cheesecake is my favorite. And by the way, that is not an AI bot. That is my husband. And yes, cheesecake is the best. This is going to be delicious. Okay, we're almost ready for the cake pan now. Oh, which one of you is it? Gonna get bang. You. Whoa! Okay. Got my springform pan here. There's that, and the parchment paper. I always line the bottom of my cheesecake pan with a little bit of parchment paper because it's so hard pulling a cake off of one of these things, if y'all don't know. It looks like the cameraman is going to be working extra overtime over there. Ooh. Okay. Bam. Now we'll trim off the excess parchment around the side here. I don't like extra parchment everywhere. And this is how a realistic home baker should be cooking. By the way, I'm not a professional cook, so yeah. What's the best thing about cooking? Eating food. Is cooking fun? Yes. But the only fun thing about it is cooking and eating and delicious foods. Okay. I think that's good. Crumbs are perfect size. They're realistic. Not perfect by any means, but good. There's a wonder is 2 packets of graham crackers going into the bottom of the pan. And then, sorry for wasting, into the trash. And we'll use a wine glass because realistically, I don't know what else I would use because there's way too much work to try to find an actual thing to press down. We use what we have in this house. I probably do have something, but I honestly can't remember where everything is. Bang, 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 bang. Do, 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 do. Happiness is cooking amazing food. You're posting that in the TikTok chat? People are going to think I actually am a good cook. What are you talking about? Okay. And the wine glass works great because I kind of little curved edges to help get into the crevices of this. So I love that. Okay. Okay, I think almost there. Want it to be, I don't want the sides to be too thick, but not too thin because it needs to be able to support the cheesecake. I think that's good. And then I like to pop mine into the oven for just a little bit to, get things setting. Cheesecake cooks at 325 for those that don't know. And I'm going to put this in there while it's preheating. And while it's doing that, I'm going to grab a mixer and we are going to get the cheesecake going. Game name? There's no game. This is real life. Now, mixer straight ahead. Oh, and this is Big Bertha. For those that don't know, Big Bertha is a purple KitchenAid that we got 12 years ago. She works great. We don't need to replace her. It's very old. We use a rubber band because we special here. Okay, Big Bertha. Let's get this going. Gonna use my whipping attachment. I don't know what it's called. You want actual names? This ain't where we get. And so I'm going to add in my cheesecake or cream cheese. These are brand new, bought yesterday. So if anything's wrong with them, we are going to have a live reaction because anyone who knows cheesecake is delicious. The cream cheese goes bad so fast. Okay. And for those that are joining, feel free to chat with us if you would like. Give us a follow. I do all kinds of random things over here. Some days we're playing video games. Some days we are cooking. This is real life. Looks like it's good cream cheese, guys. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Happy to see that. Eh. Eh. I'm not strong enough for this. Eh. There we go. Nice room temperature. You want your cream cheese to be room temperature while using it, so that you are able to whip it nice and smooth. Yum, 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 yum. Cream cheese is delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. We need 32 ounces of cream cheese, guys. And here's the recipe right here. Y'all probably can't read that, but if you're over on YouTube or Twitch, you will see the recipe in the comments below after the stream. And if y'all need conversions, let me know. I can provide conversions as I chat, but I'm in the US, so we do use cups and all that. Cream cheese everywhere. How many grams in 32 ounces? That can be answered by the lovely person in chat. It is 907 ounces, or grams, sorry. Ugh. All kinds of. Can't. I'm the type of cook, I can't stand anything on my hand. So sorry if this sounds horrific, but I can't stand it. Anything on my fingers. Ugh. I'm glad that it seems to be working, honestly. This is the first cooking stream out of the kitchen, so I hope it's working well. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. What's a good test of a cooking? Oh, yeah, it is a good test of cooking stream. You're correct, Excelsis. Thank you for controlling the chat. Viewers, lovely as always. We try to respond as much as we can, but I can't like a stream. I'm trying to bring the thing apart. Ugh. Opening cream cheese is just a full-time job, I'm telling you. Look at that yumminess. And by the way, we do use our hands in this house, so don't expect me to have gloves on. That's what sinks are for. Just saying. Oh, got cream cheese all over my counter. And for those that are just joining, we are making cheesecake. And then once the cheesecake is in the oven, I'll start making ravioli. We're gonna make it everything from scratch. This is not a white glove service for those that are asking. This is real life. This is how we cook, you know? It's not all glamorous. There you go. Keep it going. I like to get all the cream cheese off. Delicious. Let's go ahead and throw away our wrappers. And then lock it and wow. I forgot to lock the bowl. You all didn't remind me to lock the bowl. Wait, why? Uh-oh, what did I do? She's not locking it. Oh. There we go. See, look, oh, this is real life. Wouldn't make that up to you. Give one little plate, put my spatula on. And our oven just finished preheating. The graham crackers smell lovely. Put that on high for a minute. I think that's a nice little, get a little golden brown on top. Perfect. Go ahead and pull the graham crackers out. Go ahead and wipe down the sides here. Okay, looks all nice and creamy now. I need to go ahead and add 3/4 a cup of maple syrup. So we are changing the base recipe and going to I have maple syrup because I don't need all of that sugar. I like maple syrup better. 3/4 a cup of maple syrup. Perfection. Oh, need sour cream too. Here it is. Some Daisy. Best sour cream ever. How many eggs do I need? I need 4 eggs. Did I fill my egg container? We did. Yummy, yummy. In my tummy. We need some salt. Then vanilla. So go ahead and add in our maple syrup. Again, that's 3/4 a cup of maple syrup. I have too much. I got some on my counter. I need a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon. Let's go ahead and mix that together. Mixy, mixy. Yum, yum, yum. Mixy, mixy. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. The foods. So we want perfect, nice and mixed. Now we're going to add in our little bit of daisy here. Sour cream. Not the biggest fan of sour cream, but you know, I'm not a fan of a lot of things, but it was yummy and cheesecake. It's for me. And this just gives it a little bit more tang, is what this is doing. Because I think everybody likes a cheesecake that has a little bit of a tanginess to it. So, make sure you get all the air out. Jupiter. 2/3 a cup sour cream. I come back to good. That was a good sign. There we go. I think after we get the cheesecake in, we gonna make us a little beveragina. Just cooking with a little bit of wine. It's always fun. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, there we go. And then go ahead and clean up my messes. Go ahead and get this back in there. Sour cream away. Maple syrup away. Oh, it's supposed to be like that. There's 2 streams on that platform. Yeah, there's a vertical and a regular. so that I wind up on 2 feeds. Okay. Give it a little mixy. And then we're now my salt. Oh, right here. An eighth of a teaspoon of salt. About that much. Not perfect. And then I need a teaspoon. And this is my homemade vanilla extract. You could tell I cook a lot. Teaspoon. And I try to measure because vanilla can be very strong, especially homemade. And, you know, homemade vanilla is very, whew, made with vodka. So you can imagine too much of that doesn't add yumminess. And get a nice there, perfect. Now we're gonna add an egg at a time. That should be the proper way of, breaking the egg into a jar to ensure, but do I care enough? No, we don't do that. One, give her a mix. Once it's incorporated, doesn't need to be perfect, go ahead and crack in another egg. Give it a quick mix. And for those that don't know, the egg is what brings stability to your cheesecake. So, fascinating facts there. How do you make vanilla extract at home? You just need a liquor of your choice and vanilla beans. That one over there has been around for like 8 or 9 years. And the vanilla beans that have been in there, it's just as long. I just add new vanilla beans whenever I need a fresh pod, throw it in there. When it gets low on volume, pour in some vodka, and that's it. Let it sit for a minimum of about 3 months before use, or it won't be very strong though. But yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we need to mix this for a little bit. Okay. Looks all yummy. Make sure you scrape the bottom of your bowl. Tastes delicious. And FDA rules, don't eat raw eggs, but you know what happens here. As I saw someone funny on, I think TikTok the other day saying, if you have a problem with eating raw eggs, then don't eat them yourself. And I'm going to put my, whoa, I accidentally turned it off. Oh no, don't do that. Go back on. 325. Okay. I'm gonna put this in a tinfoil bed. So I like to cook my cheesecakes with a little bit of water on the bottom of them to try to make sure they don't crack. I don't really care personally if the cheesecake cracks. It's just a visual thing, in my opinion. But you know, I want to take some Instagram photos of it afterwards. So I need them. And then go ahead and grab this. Put that there. Get a little bit of water on the bottom. But first I'm gonna you can see who the professional is. There we go. Okay, let's get this dumped in here. I don't know if it'll all fit, but it's gonna now. Scrape down your bowls. Yummy, yummy. Looks perfect. Give it a good scrape. There we go. Perfect. Clean up after that. Let's get the cake now inside here. Then pull this out a little bit. I can get some water in the bottom of the pan. Here we go. Now that's gonna go into the oven for about 55 minutes. Should be nice and jiggly in the middle, and that will show you it's done. Ding 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 ding. And keep temperature when it's done. Okay, that's the fun part. Okay, I think I'm done with everything. Can you ship some of your work? Oh, Caitlin, hi, welcome in. You know, I would, but you're more than welcome to come out here, you and your family. Thanksgiving's on Thursday. I'm reminding y'all. But yes, I would happily make and ship this to you. I don't know how much that would cost. Hi, Caitlin. Hi. I would, but you see, what type of work do you want? You want my day job work? Because you can have that. Mama Marcella can pay for that. That's what I'm saying. You remind her that she can pay for me to pay for all of us to come, all of y'all to come out here. Okay. Oreos over there. Let's have a little drinky. And now onto the fun part. We are making homemade ravioli. So let's start by wiping down my counters because I'm messy. Boy, I'm talking about shipping some of your food. I bet. I'll say, yeah, we're making cheesecake and homemade raviolis tonight. And Excelsis is eating good, let's just say. And chat is being controlled by the husband, Excelsis, for those on every other platform. So if you see a reply from me in chat, just know it ain't me. Wiping down the counter. Got a little cream cheese everywhere. Let's get Bertha out of here. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Bertha. You have been loved. I'll go take a break. Those that don't know, Bertha is the mixer. You all will be seeing a lot of her because she works hard every day. Someone's got it in this house, I'm telling you what. It ain't gonna be me. Okay, thank you, Bertha. We'll see you next time. Okay. Now, for homemade ravioli, we are going to need to make pasta, which is going to have lots of stuff. Going to have flour. Bye, Bertha. Thanks, Bertha. I know, that's right. Y'all just need to remember Bertha is the reason why we can make yummy food. I need flour, more eggs. Yum, yum, yum. Gonna need our eggs. 4 eggs. I'm gonna put them on my towel here because I don't like when eggs roll around. A little bit of oil. I don't know what we have roasted garlic oil today. Hey, it's me, No Milk. What are you doing? How you doing, Milk? Welcome in. I do. I remember you. Hi, Milk. Welcome in. We are making cheesecake that just went into the oven, and we are now starting on our homemade ravioli. So, eggs, flour, a little bit of salt. Again, and let's get our measuring spoon. Need a cup. I have lots of teaspoons, so I ain't afraid to use them all. I dropped some water on the ground over here. Oh no, I'm gonna flood my floors, guys. Whoop. All cleaned up. Okay, so we need 2 1/4 cups of flour. I got the wrong thing. Going into the bowl. 1,500 likes. Here you go. Thank you so much for all the likes, Mel. It is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to fluff your flour while measuring it. Nobody wants dense food. So I scoop and dump, scoop and dump, scoop and dump. Why is the flour yellow? So it's imported from France. Best way I can put that for you. US flour has a lot of additives and pesticides that don't sit well with my family's stomachs. It was either import flour or try to be gluten free, and not being mean, but gluten free ain't for me. So that's the honest truth. Super. Good luck. Create a little well in the middle. And a bang. I think we're good for now with the flour. I need to I probably should technically make the filling first, but this stuff can sit and relax while we are making the filling. Put the tinfoil away. So, I need my tablespoon. Y'all aren't reading the recipe to me. I can't believe it. Nobody. And I have a little board thing over here. Buying ingredients. That's not our job. I can't. You can read. It's right there. Okay. Go ahead and get these cracked in. 4 eggies. I'm glad eggs are no longer expensive, just saying. Y'all don't know. They used to be super expensive. Ah! Ah! Thank you for all the hearts. I would say heart stars and wolf shoes, magically delicious, but you know. Y'all wouldn't know that joke. You don't live in my house. French flour has fewer additives than American flour. Yes, it does. Dozen eggs. Okay, so I'm gonna use a fork. Go ahead and put my salt in here real quick. So I think it's a teaspoon and a half salt, right? 3/4 salt. And then we're slowly going to bring in the flour. Get over here, Aggie. Those I don't know. Homemade pasta is just eggs, flour, some salt. And you can add any seasonings in at this point if you want it mixed into the pasta itself. But I want to base it. You're not too salty now. What are you talking about? There's 2.5 cups and there's not even a teaspoon of salt in here. It's not going to be salty. Sorry to tell you. 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. No. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to have to switch to my hands. And bring her together. Might have to add some other liquids in case, but not for the sticky part. Should be very sticky. That's the good thing about, pasta dough. You just gotta knead it together, bring it together. It should have been blocked. The that I don't think anyone else on the platform can see it, so you don't have to worry about it. You can share links. It's just not bad. That's a spam bot trying to get us to buy views, guys. We don't want that. We don't buy views over here. Okay. A little bit of oil. La, la, la. Ooh, I heard that. That was mine. We can start. Hey, if you guys want to work to 2,000 likes, feel free. Thank you for all the likes. Ah, my hands are covered. Gotta get it all off. Do. Peely, 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 peely. Go, peely, 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 peely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everybody wants to join in. Best viewing experience, I think y'all know where it is. Actually, any other place that doesn't have vertical. Okay, so okay. Feels nice and pliable. Let's wash my hands real quick. And then these will be good to go. Get all the flour off my hands. Then we're gonna wrap this and let it sit for at least 30 minutes. That is a Deathly Hallows tattoo. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. So yes, that is. And Hogwarts Castle up here. Guess you all normally wouldn't see that because I'm normally sitting in a chair. My hands are never on screen. But now you know my view. If anything's ever linked to me, you can figure out who I am easily. I have tattoos everywhere. Cling film is very clingy. Those that don't know. Okay. Okay. Wrap it up. And there we go. Now we let this sit. Y'all can watch it for me, please and thank you. And now I'm going to clean up a little bit. And then we will start on the sauce. Leave those there for now. Let's go ahead and fill the dishwasher. Favorite thing to do, clean as you go. But how's everybody's day going? Mine is great. I get to have cheesecake. Sorry y'all can't smell the house and all the food cooking. If smell-o-vision was a thing, I'm just saying that'd be great. And I do rinse my dishes slightly. I know you don't have to with modern day appliances, but I do. I think it's a habit of when I was a kid. You remember. I think everybody remembers you have to actually rinse your dishes before you use them. That was horrible. And so I've kept it up. Just a little bit of torture in your life does help you grow, I would say. Slightly rinsed, slightly cleaned. Almost there. We used a lot of dishes. We're gonna use a lot more. Sorry. If I lived at your house, you'd be so mad at me, people. I eat so many dishes in a day. But at least I clean them right. I'm loading the dishwasher. I could have left them for my husband to do. Oh, and welcome to my humble abode. This is my kitchen. You can't tell. Should welcome everybody. Move that over there. The wine glass up top. Probably gonna wash this by hand because this is big. Yum, 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 yum. It's in my tongue. We save so much water with the fish water. No, we don't. Don't lie to these people. Don't lie. Okay. Now, only two more things to put in here. One, two, and the rest has to be washed my hands. Oh, my pizza from earlier. There we go. Put all this stuff down. Almost all clean. There we go. I'll do the rest of those in a bit. So now, let's move on to making the filling for the ravioli. Take a drink. Okay, so we're making a copycat recipe of the Chef Boyardee. See you later. Take it easy, Milk. Thanks for joining in. Feel free to scroll on through. Might pop back up on your For You page. You never know. Tends to be how it is. Okay, so we need a grate. Let's start with this. So I have some ground beef, ground pork. For those that are wondering, yes, I bought my own cow. So that is why it's not in a store-bought container. Now I'll get my kitchen shears because I don't want to use my actual good cooking shears. Or kitchen shear. Or cooking scissors. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Y'all don't come here for that. Okay, here we go. Oh. That was weird. Oh! Boop, 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 boop. Beep. Okay. Ground meat. Roast. Heel. Okay. And then a little bit of sausage. I say a little bit, but it's a pound. So this is 1 pound of beef, 1 pound of, I think it's Italian sausage. Yeah, this is Italian sausage. Just regular Italian, not sweet, not spicy, not mild. Just basic, old Italian pasta of meat. And then gonna cut her down, make it easy to get out. Okay, there we go. And then take this, put it over there. Now wash your hands when you touch raw meat. That is a pound, this is 2 pounds of meat. But yes, wash your hands when you touch raw meat. The camera guy's being nice to all of y'all. I'm just saying. Hey Coco, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. Feel free, and I hope you're not working too late. Okay, so I'm going to break this up slightly with my spatula. The part of this is going to go into our meat filling, and the other part is going to go into the sauce. So I'm going to mix the meats, then split them. Well, I'll probably cook the meats. Then we will leave some on the stove simmering in a sauce, while the others we, you know, use for the filling. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and add in some garlic powder and onion powder and salt and pepper. I have all my spices over here, garlic powder and onion powder. Measure with your heart. I like my food seasoned. Y'all use as much spice as you want. I ain't one to tell you how to cook your own food. And then we're not the biggest salt people, so we'll do a half teaspoon of salt. And then where's my pepper mill? And freshly cracked pepper. Now we need a pan to actually cook it all in. Put this back in there, off my stove so I don't melt it. Not that it would, this is an induction stove. Let the pan heat up a little bit while we just mix our spices together. Stainless steel pans, if you didn't know, you need to preheat them so they don't stick, because they are non-stick once preheated. Fun fact. Let's move this over a little bit. And then I need to put some Parmesan cheese in it. I'm going to use my favorite little cheese grater. Get my paring knife, not you, one down. And then I'm gonna need a little baggie to put her in, because we're not using all this. I would, if you want to use that much cheese, you feel free. But I don't want to be constipated. Don't know about y'all. Too much cheese gonna upset your tummy. Grating. Just simply grating. Anyone going to see the new Wicked movie? You are, or have already seen it. I hope it's good. We are seeing it, I think, tomorrow. Taking my neighbor. grading. I'm just gonna keep on grading. Again, put as much cheese as your heart desires. Yep. I think that's enough for me. Yeah, plenty of cheese. Look at that. Who would be mad about that? Oh, delicious. Okay. Go ahead and get your hands in there and mix it up real quick. Hands pretty much preheated. You get a nice sizzle. After touching raw meat, as we all say, wash your hands. No spoilers, I haven't seen the editing yet. You know, can't be mad about it. You haven't seen the ending yet. Hey, this is going much better. Put this over here. Back into the fridge. If you have a meat masher, get a mashing. Just need to cook the meat until it's brown. And then we're going to set it aside to cool. And once the meat's done, I'm going to leave half of it in here and move the other half to another bowl. Let it sit there and brown up. I'm going to need these out for the sauce and put this stuff over here. Gonna put this away. We don't need this one out. Cling film is done also. Pie. Cute little dishes. Okay. Huh? You want me to bring this camera over to the stove? Why? Just gotta cook the meat until it is nice and browned. If you want to see the camera, the close-up camera, check the link above. You get all the fun little experiences over there. Oh, wrong one. Whoa. Put it over here. While that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and get some tomato sauce out of the pantry. And then a thing of tomato paste also. I like my stuff to have a little tomatoey taste. Hit the thing. Sorry, guys. And again, welcome in everybody. We are making ravioli. The cheesecake is in the oven. Let's hope it turns out well. I'd laugh if it didn't. I know, and I will be draining off some of the grease because I don't know about y'all, but I ain't about that life. They smell good though, I can tell you that. Okay. Sitting there. Sitting there. We're not an education chat here. But as the moderator said, make sure to cook your beef to 145. Don't know about you, but I don't do all that. I ain't checking temperatures today. Look at that, our dough's getting nice and moist. Look at that, delicious looking meat. Mmm. Delicioso. Meat's almost fully cooked. So now, while that's finishing up, let's go ahead and clean this bowl. Since we did have raw meat in it. Raw. And then I'm gonna get a little bowl here and some paper towels because I'm gonna blot out some of the grease. Doesn't need to be fully like degreased, but a little much for me. You gotta keep my figure looking nice. And yes, you can buy leaner meat, but I like it cooking in the grease. I just don't like all the grease. But again, cook your meat how you like. If you like the grease, leave the grease. If you don't like the grease, take the grease out. The great thing about cooking, you gotta do what you want because it's your meal. Now, I'm going to pour it over about half of the meat for the meat sauce, or for the innards of the ravioli, and the rest I'm going to blot out a little bit of this grease here. And now we're going to open up our cans. Perfect amount of meat. Put that on 3. And let's open up the cans here. This is Costco tomato sauce. If you have your favorite brand of tomato sauce, use that. I buy in bulk. Rinse the tomato sauce out with a little bit of water. Grab the other can, do the same thing. This is going to simmer until everything is done. I use about a half the can with water. Just to make sure to get it all out there. Now, need a can opener for the tomato paste. Then need a little spatula. Get your baby spatula. This one's by Rosanna Pansino, but I don't think she makes it anymore. I'm sorry. I use the whole can of tomato paste because what else am I going to use tomato paste for? No idea. Yeah, I don't waste ingredients. So if I have no plan, it all goes in. It's my rule. I think the recipe called for probably a tablespoon or 2 of this. Worst thing it's going to do is add more tomato flavor. And mixy. And now we are deviating from everything that this recipe calls for. I make my own tomato sauce my way. You love posting in the chat, don't you? Yes, so with my tomato sauce, towards the end, I will be adding in baking soda because I, myself, cannot handle the acidity. So, it shall be going down. So now we're going to add in all my favorite seasonings. Need a little bit of marjoram, basil, parsley, oregano, and I'm adding in also a little bit of Italian seasoning, which has a little bit of this stuff in it. And then, because I like it, red pepper flakes. My measuring spoons are coming with me. You can't have them. Whoa! Loud noises. Okay, so add in as much seasoning as you like. That is my rule. I'm going to start with a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes because I like things a little bit of spice. You don't, use less. Go ahead and add in a teaspoon and a half of oregano. Add in a teaspoon of parsley. Teaspoon of basil. And then a half a teaspoon of marjoram because marjoram is very strong spice. And then lastly, but definitely not least, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Has a lot of everything in there, so do that. And then lastly, garlic and onion powder to taste. Personally, for me, I like a lot of garlic and not as much onion powder. Probably said the wrong thing earlier, but that's, fun thing about cooking with Aaron. You never know what I'm talking about. And turn this down to a simmer. Lost the phone. Oh no! It went. Oh, phone died. Do I have a charger in here? Battery pack? We'll get the phone back up in a minute. I forgot to put it on the charger. That's my fault. But now you're gonna see everything. Stir this. Stirring. We're just at stirring. Put all your spices away now. Put everything back where it belongs. Number one rule: clean up as you go. And then you are going to need to do just a teaspoon of baking soda if you have issues with acidity. Not going to change the flavor of the sauce. It's just going to lower the acidic level of the sauce. You'll see that it will start bubbling. You just want to make sure to mix the baking soda everywhere, and the bubbles are neutralizing the acid of the tomatoes. If you're like me and have issues with acid, I don't have acid reflux, it just eats my mouth. Simple as that. Stirring. Make sure you scrape your bottom. You don't want anything burning. I know I don't. This is gonna be my meal. It's what I'm eating for dinner tonight. Oh, wait. I was like, where am I thinking? And we are done with all of these measuring spoons. You plug it in. You have to plug it in for me. Oh no. He's afraid of being on camera, guys. So you're aware. That's the reason why you're not gonna see him. Now we're gonna plug the phone in. It won't be moving. Be a minute for the phone to come back up. It has to get a charge. Go ahead and put away my graham crackers. And then I need my pasta maker somewhere here. There she is. Pasta maker. Yep. Hello, Blue. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are making pasta. What am I going to do this? Probably right here. Right here next to you guys. Do you think I can do it over here? Not going to be stable. Oh, right there. There we go. Just don't want it to move. Ah. Ramen does count. You can have as much ramen as you want. But we're making ravioli and cheesecake tonight. I don't know if this food is automatically connected or not. We'll find out. Might have to refresh. There it is. Yay, we're back. Okay. The sauce is cooking over there. Cheesecake's about to come out of the oven in 5 minutes. She's looking phenomenal. You have 1 and a block of cheese. Honestly, ramen with you put a little bit of cheese in it, it's phenomenal. I like it personally. The phone cam is back, but you're looking at the homemade dough here. So, hope you like it. Then we're going to have our pasta extruder set to the lowest setting first, which is 0, which means it's the widest for this setting, for this activity. And we're going to take it all the way to the end because if you don't know, your ravioli needs to be thin. Very, very thin. I'm going to bring a cutting board over here because I would like this to be my making area. And we're going to need a chef knife. Not that one. That's a bread knife. Not that one. It's too big. That's even bigger. That's the one. And stirring the pasta sauce. Then I'm going to put a lid on it and let it cook and just simmer and get merry while everything else. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. I still like trains. Trains are phenomenal. What are you going to do with Oh, by the way, you got Arlecchino? Nice. He has a 5-star. Arlecchino is a 5-star that just came back on the banner. Is it this week? I think it was this week's banner. I still need a role for her, I'll be honest. I'm trying to get Excelsis to log on and play, because then we could do a lot more things together. Okay. And I'm waiting for the cheesecake to get done before we move on to the next step, which will be rolling out the pasta. I'm going to need also my I did. I dyed my hair with gray highlights because I've always wanted gray. I love gray hair, so I decided to go low and or simple because I think everyone can tell I'm a giant, so I don't want to stand out too much. 58 seconds on the cheesecake. He wants to be old or boy band looking. Just being abused in this chat today, you know? As nice as I am to everybody in this world, y'all treating me like that. You remember that when y'all want to eat my food. That it was made by an old boy band, even though, by the way, Excelsis is even older than me. So he's one to talk. Cheesecake is coming out of the oven. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. It's still a little too watery. Let's give it another 5 minutes, an hour, and we'll check it from there. While that's doing, let's go ahead and roll out our dough. The octopus, exactly. Blue knows how it works. Okay, I want to take a small piece of this, bring it out. We need to flour surface. Flour our rolling pin. I was like, what the hell is this thing called? There we go. And we start extruding. Oh no, I didn't make it high enough. There we go. Now we got it there. Go up to 1 and just keep on going all the way down. And we just repeat the cycle. What are you doing over there? The cameraman's going wild. He's going rogue, everyone. And it gets a little sticky. Just put some flour on it because you don't want it sticking to your extruder. All the way down. Go to 4. Actually, I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to go to 5. But this does it's acting really well. You just don't want your dough to start tearing. And my extruder goes all the way to 9, which I believe is like millimeters. Maybe not. I don't know what 9 means, but it gets very, very, very thin. So, and then when it gets to this length, I tend to cut mine in half because it can be a little much to control. So, with ravioli, you want it to be as thin as possible. And it's starting to stick to itself, so I'm going to add a little more flour. Might actually be at the level that I want though. I know it's gonna go all the way, but I can already see my hand through it, which is a good sign that we are at the proper level. Cut off the uneven sides. I'm about to get the cheesecake out of the oven, I know. Cut off that. Cut off that. Okay. Now we have 2 sheets of pasta dough. Check our cake. And we think a little bit longer. Still way too, so. I'm gonna put it back in there for another 10 minutes. Actually, let's go 15. And we'll check it at 10. You have a pile of sugar, same. What are y'all talking about in chat? Y'all, I'll look away for 5 seconds and you start to gain up on me or something. You have to dry this off. Okay. Need that. That. And over there. Okay, we'll need these things in a bit. Oh, where is the cameraman? Yeah, Excelsis is the cameraman. Turn it 180. Oh, that's for the other apps, Blue. And so that you all can somewhat see this. We need a face. Oh, you know, that one is hard to get on camera. He literally, when you said that, he ducked. And my hands are covered in flour, so he would actually have to be the one to show his face. I might be able to get him on camera when we're eating because, you know. What are you saying? I can't read. Okay. I haven't made ravioli in a long time, so if this goes south, don't be surprised. This was not a watch me be successful at cooking. This was watch me cook. Okay, now add in your filling to the ravioli. Why did you use a clanker for your PFP? What's a clanker? Oh, JK. I'm saying, I don't know Star Wars. That's an Excelsis thing. He's a big nerd. A little more now. I know, who would decide to make ravioli this late at night? Good news, it sticks together. Are we gonna have a successful? Oh, and by the way, for those that want to see Excelsis' face, next year we will have a podcast. So there will definitely be a face reveal there if he doesn't do one tonight. I think it was somewhat successful. Okay. Okay, now I need get a plate. And so I don't have any parchment paper? Oh, over here. When you close your eyes, they are partly looking down. Oh yeah, I always look down. I am always. It's a natural habit from being so tall. Come on, come on, come on. Hee, 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 hee. Come, come. Ha! Okay. They're not pretty, but they look good. I know it's probably, you know. Okay. Now we got 100 more to go. Okay. That turned out a lot better than I expected, not gonna lie. So let's go back to 0. Let's try this again. I got a little bit of meat in this part. It's funny. There we go. Trying to make it more even. Okay. Pasta extruder. Pasta extruder. It's just a keep on and keep on going. One more. Okay. Better. Hey, y'all just having too much fun in chat while I'm looking away and can't control you. What are y'all talking about? You followed me on Tickety Talk? Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follows. Don't know how many people are watching anywhere. I don't have any clue. But if you are watching, I hope you're enjoying. This is watching me struggle is always my favorite thing. Count of 2 of those. Okay, almost done with this round. Good job, good job. Okay. The meat in the middle. Grab the other piece. Okay. But now I'm gonna stir my pasta sauce. Smells delicious. And pasta sauce can go in the freezer. Works wonders there. So if you make a big batch like I do, you ain't gotta waste it. Look at that! Peel, peel, peel. Oh, didn't do a good job cutting right there. Cut, cut, cut. There's that. Look at it. Lucky, lucky, and lucky. Yeah! Okay, now. Perfection. These turned out so much better than the first one. See, you keep trying and things get better. Heck yeah! Love it. Aha! Got about one meal so far. We got a lot more to go. Oh no! You came over to the other one too. How do you... So I use SE Live. So it's an OBS overlay that Stream Elements created. So it is very oh, whoa. Nobody told me how we did that. See what happens when you put it through the extruder without lowering it? It crumbled. Yeah, so you just log into all your accounts. Once you download SE Live, it walks you through how to do it. If you already have OBS set up, it will use your overlays and everything that are there, but it'll ask you to log into all your other accounts. You can do TikTok, YouTube, Kick, all those. So it's very user friendly, honestly. I'm not the most technical person. Give it 5 more minutes. I want the inside not that jiggly yet. But yeah, SE Live. For those that want to do it everywhere. And the mic works across all of them. You do not add your mic to every single output. You only add it to the main one, and then it will port that everywhere else. Or you'll get a reverberation like I did when I first started using it. And I can tell you, that is annoying. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. Okay. And then down to 7, which is where we stop. Come on, catch it. There we go. Let's see. Oh, you're reinstalling Clash Royale? I love Clash. I love it. It's so much fun. Yeah, I played it yesterday for the first half of stream, and then I went to Pokemon. And then last week I did Genshin Impact. Right? Was it last week? Or was it this week? Hmm. And then this week will primarily be cooking because I'm cooking for everybody. So this was a test stream for the Thanksgiving cooking day. So if y'all ain't got anywhere to go, I'll be here. And this is just a ravioli maker. I've never seen one. Okay, I think that's gonna be the last of that dough. No, I broke it open. Pinch it back together. Here we go. Our raviolis are looking yummy. You last on Genshin 10 days. Yeah, last week. That's what I thought. It was 10 days ago. I was close. Okay, now let's get our next batch of this and we'll be good. Yummy, yummy dough. Don't need a lot of flour. Fold it over, fold it over. Need a little more flour. Too much stuff here. Yes, ravioli and cheesecake is so good. I'm saying they will be in the links on all the other platforms probably tomorrow. I might be able to edit it. Might not. I don't know. But when the videos go live, the recipes will be in the comment section below the videos. So yes, yes, yes. And just do this a few times, trying to even out the dough. Cheesecake should be out of the oven next 10 minutes or so. Thank you for all the likes. There we go. I'm sorry I can't look at chat too much. I think anyone who's worked with dough knows it starts to dry out and then gets very unmanageable. So, thank you, mods, for replying. It's greatly appreciated. Making our way down. And keep it moving forward. And don't be afraid to cut your pasta when it starts to get a little too long for you to manage, because you don't want it to hit the floor, because that's just gross. Add a little flour if it's starting to get a little sticky. Pasta loves flour. You don't want to overflour, obviously, but it does love flour. There we go. And good 5. A little bit at a time. Okay. 6. And lastly, number 7, which is where we will be ending on the extruder. With your ravioli dough, you just want it to be to the point where you can see your hand through it. Then it is thin enough, which for my machine is dial number 7. And then we just start putting it in. Yes, it's transparent. Putting about a teaspoon in each pocket. That's the best way to call it, pocket. And this is a meal that will get you a spouse. You're trying to bag someone, make them homemade pasta. You need a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever you like. Easiest way to somebody's heart is through the belly. Okay, okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Much better. Looks absolutely yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy. What's coming up? Perfection. You're not perfect. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. What does that happen? What's going to be in the next 30 minutes or so? Oh, come out. Maybe. I don't know. Check the cheesecake. Oh, yeah. Perfect golden brown on top, jiggly in the middle. Just how we like it. Now, this needs to sit for a while. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it when it's done. But I can bring it over and show you. Cheesecake's all done. Now it needs to cool for like an hour. Don't know if you all will be here for cutting into it or not. But follow me on Instagram. I'll post photos there. Oh no, I tore a hole in the bottom. That one's trash. I need to reflower. These all ripped at the bottom. Oh well. Gonna reflower that. There we go. Now we should have better luck. Get down to 2, move it back. And on we go. More ravioli to go. Whoa! The handle fell off again. I promise I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Realistic cooking. Not always glamorous. But this week's streams will be largely food prep. And then Thursday, finalizing cooking. So for those that would like to tune in, it'd be just like this The mods will be talking, I'll be commentating. Unless they can't show up, and then I'll do my best to read. Yes, practice stream. I just ruined it. No. Okay, never mind, I did ruin it. Dramatic. Last run. Cut in half. Up and down. Let's get a scoop. And if you don't want to make that much ravioli, you can, throw this into the sauce. Same meat that's in the sauce is also in the filling for this recipe. Because I think after this, I'm going to turn the rest of this to regular pasta. Because this is more than enough for me and Excelsis. Sweet. Run it across. Bam. And bam. Perfect. They didn't fall out. They did. See, flowering things does actually work. Okay. I think this is all the ravioli we're going to make. That is a lot of ravioli. So now, ooh, my hands are dry. I need to pop. Boil some water. That was probably loud. It could be. I am so sorry. Salt your pan to as salty as the sea. Fill her up. Salty, salty, salty water. Keep her a going, keep her a going. Whew. A lot of work. Saying. I see things flickering on screen. I'm sorry, I can't tell what they were. But whatever they are, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm too far away from the screen. Like, physically. You were all the way on the other side of the kitchen. But I promise, I see you. I know you're there, but I can't see what you just did. Whatever it is, thank you. That's all I can say. Move the sauce over. Bring my pot over. And bring her to a boil. That's all you can do. And in the meantime, time to clean up. And I'm going to throw the rest of my meat, as I told you guys, into my sauce. Because best thing about this recipe, you can just, if you don't use it all, throw her in there. And everyone loves a meat sauce. And that's what we made. A meat sauce. You just stir it around, incorporate it in there, and you got a little extra meat. And the sauce has been simmering while everything else is cooking. And yeah, there we go. Now grab this dough here. And this dough also stores well overnight. So I'm going to combine my yes, I'm forced to be distracted. This is also my real dinner. There you go. I'm also going to stir this in a little bowl. Not sure because I think I broke my wrapping. I feel like I feel the dough in there. There we go. That's better. No, I don't feel any dough. And put this in the fridge. Then tomorrow I can have fresh pasta for lunch. Throw all my dishes in there. Bring these over here. And fresh made pasta only needs to cook for about 3 minutes in boiling water. So we are wrapping up. I'll be able to have dinner. Feel free to hang out with us while we eat if you would like. Maybe we'll do a face reveal of the cameraman. He said no. There's too many things. And I'm going to use this, wipe off my pasta maker. Always clean up after yourself, or your spouse or family will tell you you can't play in their kitchen anymore. Maybe. Okay, look at that. Everything is coming clean. Put all your equipment back where it belongs. Look, in the meantime, the start came to a boil. Get your 2 bowls and be ready. Give it 2 to 3 minutes to boil. Make sure to move them around so they don't stick together. Almost done. Smells delicious. 1 more minute. Do 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 do. Hubba 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 hubba. Almost done. And Perfect. Scoop out your pasta. If anything broke, still edible. Obviously, ravioli, homemade raviolis, very delicate. Make your spouse some too. Because they worked hard during the stream controlling your chat. I broke them. I broke it. Not them. I broke them. Even I break things. Give myself a few extras. Hey, look, one right there. Busted right open. You can tell because you'll see meat floating in your water. And I think there's the other half of the broken one. Go in that bowl. Perfect. Get a little bit. Oh, got a little water in the bottom of the thing. Get a little sauce on top. Would you like some cheese on yours, Celsius? Okay, a little bit of sauce. And then grab your favorite cheese. Mine is the Mexican 4-cheese brand or type. But I like on mine. Sprinkly, sprinkly, sprinkly. And then sprinkly, sprinkly, sprinkly. Order up. And we're done. That is how you make ravioli and cheesecake. So, time to eat. Thank everybody for joining in. The cheesecake will be posted on the gram tomorrow once it's cooled and cut. But based off how it looks, I can't imagine it's going to be bad. So, tune in to the YouTube video, which will have all the ingredients, measurements, and such listed below. Should be up this week. Can't promise when. I do work a full-time job. But that is it. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you all later.